Yeah.
Yeah? Oh. Yeah?
I love you, baby.
I love you too. Who's that texting you?
Nobody, baby. Don't worry about it.
Nobody. It says Tina. Who the fuck is Tina? Who the fuck is Tina?
Bitch, you know what? Get your shit and get out.
You know what? I love you, babe, but maybe we should take a break.
A break? Maybe you should kiss my ass.
Sound familiar? You in a relationship and this shit ain't working. It's time for the truth. This is the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams.
Yeah, that's real low. Can we hear that? Like, why is it even playing? Turn it off. Just turn it off. What is that? But if it's low, if it's not banging, why are we even playing it?
Yeah.
Jesus, no. The moment is lost. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Voice of Reason on Hot Button Radio. Yes, you're on, making a lot of noise.
You're hella on. I can't hear anything.
Jesus. Over here banging on the mic like it's the front door.
Red Panda's getting angry.
UPS. Anyway, the Voice of Reason is back in the building today. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm fucking turned up to the nth degree. I got a topic today that I think it's important that we should deal with. How do we, black men and women, get on the same page regarding relationship, regarding just, you know, how we relate in this society? Black love versus self-hate. Why does it seem as if the black community is at war with itself? And I'm speaking in particular black men and women. Let me just say this. Fuck. It really annoys me, right? There are some out there who profit off of, you know, our disaggregate nature, right? Bitch ass, rival, gangster, fag ass niggas.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Hitting up my fucking co-host, inviting them to their show.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, randomly, would you like to come on and have a one-on-one with me? Get your pussy ass on.
Oh my God.
Hating on sisters on the air.
I didn't do my research on
But
that.
then behind the scenes hollering. Man, that lets me know I've arrived. I got haters. I got bitch ass haters. I love it. I fucking love it.
The Gemini has been unleashed.
I'm just saying, keep hating. Keep listening to the show.
I love this.
I hope I'm maturing a nigga. I hope a nigga growing. If you gonna be listening, I hope niggas is growing all up in people's DMs. Hey, can we do an interview together? Get your gay ass on. Fruit booty ass nigga.
Fruit booty ass nigga.
I'm just saying. Malcolm X said it, and I love the way he said it. I love the way he framed it. I see a lot of motherfuckers in here tonight. You know, some friends, but I see some enemies too. And I'm wondering, how do we as a race, as a people, get on the same page? You know, I've always said that forgiveness is wanting in our community. Right? I've always said that. Like, we don't know how to, like, first off, to err is human. Human beings hurt each other, right? That's part of growing. Like, if you don't get hurt, you can't heal. And healing is a transformative process. So when I look at our community, like, Spike Lee is doing a film called Chirac.
Yeah.
You know, talking about like the gangs and all the bullshit that's going on in Chicago, which is now referred to as Chirac.
Yep.
And then we got people out in our community that profit on our dysfunction. Right? Listen, every show I do, I'm doing it and I'm making the forum available for us to have open dialogue, for us to be able to communicate, for us to be able to come together and say, you know what, I hurt you, I wronged you, I disappointed you. How can I fix that? How can I fix that? Like, one of my biggest problems, one of my biggest issues, right? Relationships, that's one of my biggest issues. So what do? I take my story And then I write a book about it. Right? And I write a book about, okay, this is where I fucked up. This is where I ain't shit. This is my lesson. This is what I need to learn. And then let me share my insight with you, where I came from, how I arrived at this point. That's why I think this topic is very, very, very crucial. I go back to that scene in Malcolm X. Get your hand out my pocket. There's always a nigga that's getting paid by somebody on the outside of our community to keep up bullshit, to keep up drama, to keep up hatred, right? And for me, I'm like, how do we fucking get over that bullshit and come together as a real powerful force, heal our community, work together, start building something? That's why I'm doing this topic tonight. How do we, black men and women, get on the same page, right? Black love versus self-hate. Why does it seem as if the black community is at war with itself? And who are the paid Negro slave sponsors that are out there ratcheting up the self-hate in our community? Who's that nigga out there that's equivalent to the nigga that said, get out my pocket? Who that nigga? We got to call these motherfuckers out today. Question.
Uh-oh.
What role does self-hate play in the black man and woman's choice concerning interracial dating? You got to really hate yourself to think by dating another race, you're somehow elevating who you are as a person. 844-55-1, that's the number to dial. Is the idea of the white woman being the black man's kryptonite still relevant? Is the white man's wallet the black woman's kryptonite? 844-55-1. Are black women choosing white men because he's more financially and emotionally reliable than black men have been? Yikes. Do black men choose women of other races because we're not man enough to handle the strength of a black woman?
Yeah, I don't want to hear about
844-55-1. Listen, I'm sick of bootleg ass niggas out there. Just so you can have some motherfucking cheese and crackers, you'll sell out your whole fucking race. You know what I'm saying? You'll sell out your whole fucking race. You know? Oh, God. I'm turned up right now. I'm a little pissed off. Get to your phone lines. 844-55-1. That is the number to dial. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your opinions. We trying to heal the relationship between black men and women, but there's some out there who are profiting off of the dysfunction, making a living off of it, and then get mad when niggas want to come see him. Come on. Right? How do we fix it? I need solutions tonight.
Fix it, Jesus.
How do we get on the same page? Right? How do we turn it around? Get to your phone lines, 844-55-1. Let me introduce my crew. We on Hot Button Radio. There's no way to hear Hot Button Radio unless you downloaded the app. There's no way to know who the fuck Ashonti Ford is unless you downloaded the app. There's no way. Right? Ashonti Ford, Red Panda, check your DM. There's no way to know who you are unless you downloaded the Dash Radio app.
Yeah.
Oh, stalking ass niggas. Holla at me, Ashonti.
Hey, Zoe, what's up on this Monday?
Turn ups.
We in this bitch on a Monday.
There's no way to know who Ashonti is unless you following me.
Uh-oh. Wait, what does that say about me? Does that say that I'm nothing?
No, it don't say that you're nothing. It says you're everything because you fucking with Zoe.
Red Panda. Oh.
Exactly.
I'm really excited to talk about self-hate in the black community, though. I think it's a topic that we need to discuss more.
Whitney Taber, Team Taber.
Team Taber.
Yeah, you already know I'm in here. Had a little hiatus on Friday. I'm feeling better, guys. I'm feeling turned. I thought I was turned up. Zoe, fucking, he's Team Zoe. He's Team turned up. I don't even know.
Man, shit. Veronica Conway in the building.
What's up, baby? The revolution will not be televised.
You know what I'm saying? Malcolm X said we got to take out the busters in our community. Right? Before we can, what did poets say in that record, nigga? Before we can learn to merge, we must learn to purge all the coon ass niggas from our circle. I just believe that. We got a lot of.
I like how you say that.
What?
All the coon ass niggas. What is this like painful?
But in a good way. I'm just saying. True or false? Black women should stay away from self-hating black men.
Yeah.
Huh?
For sure.
How many self-hating black men are out there tearing the sister down? And I'm going to tell you something right now. Motherfuckers be trying to say, oh, Zoe, you know, he be banging on the women. Let me tell you what I bang on. First off, I love sisters. Let me tell you something. I love sisters, but I bang on inferior ideas. If you got a bullshit ass relationship template operating, I'm going to hack that. That's what I bang on. I don't bang on your skin. You ain't gonna never hear me say, you too dark, you too ashy. You're not gonna never hear me say, you too light, you too this. You ain't gonna ever hear me say that.
Yeah.
I love sisters, light-skinned sisters, caramel sisters, mocha sisters, chocolate sisters. I got 3 children by 2 different women, and those sisters are chocolate. So you ain't gonna ever hear me bang on no sister. And I challenge the sisters who listen to niggas that bang on sisters. Right? I may disagree with some of the shit you do, some of the decisions you make. That's different than banging, right? Banging is you ain't worth shit, right? Banging is you are not the standard. I'd prefer something else. Why do we hate each other the way we do in our community? That's today's topic. I need to get to it. Who wants to talk about it? Who's experienced light skin, dark skin discrimination from your own kind? You know, you cute for a dark skinned girl, right? You cute for a little chocolate girl. Well, you know what? I like my girl light skin with green eyes. Oh, envy ass niggas. Niggas they want to be a knockoff version of me. If the motherfuckers had access to goddamn skin bleach and contact lenses, they would go do it. They just can't be ashy. Being ashy ain't enough. Ashy don't make you light enough to be me. Hating ass niggas. Oh my goodness. Veronica, can we speak on this real quick? What the fuck is wrong with our community? Why are we at war?
Okay. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can.
Okay, it's very strange. I feel like they have me on like a low.
But we can hear you. You sound delicious.
I can't hear you very well, so I can't hear you very well. So I'm just gonna
go.
I don't know what's happening with the phones. I'm just going to go in a little bit here. You know, I think we have to understand that melanin is a prime target of hatred on the planet. Francis Cress Welsing said, the issue today is, can you protect melanin? Because when you talk about light skin, dark skin, the more melanin you have, the more dark complected you are. So that's what the dominant culture is at war with, is your melanin. And if you look at how they deal with the planet, the more deeply melanated a culture is, the more they tend to go in and annihilate them. So that's sort of the backdrop for this whole conversation. And so because there's been a war, a concentrated war on melanin for the past several hundred years, and because it's gone from physical warfare to psychological warfare, understand that psychological warfare is turning you to self-hatred around your melanation. Because you can't justify going out and killing a bunch of black folk unless there's this sensibility in the zeitgeist that is perfectly okay. But you have to get white folks to hate black folks, you got to get Arabs to hate black folks, and you got to get black folks to hate themselves.
But then once you get black people to hate themselves, now you have employees in service of something. And I think the employees, we got to deal with them. Right? The employees of white supremacy, the black employees, those that can go and interface with the system and get paid to keep the dysfunction alive. How do we get a hold of them motherfuckers? Veronica, can you hear me? We lost Veronica. It's all right. We'll get her back. We'll get her back. Ashonti Ford.
No, I was asking if you could do your rant again for Twitter so I could record it and put it up on Twitter. I was trying. Zoe is stupid with his laugh, though.
I'm sorry. Can you rewind that real quick?
Can you cuss somebody else out?
It just turns up again.
Nah, man, I just think this shit is stupid. Like, oh my God, as if the world ain't fucked up enough, right? You know what I'm saying? How do we... listen, I love sisters. Let me come back to this. This is why I wrote the relationship dismount. Anybody who knows me knows this. The only way black people can organize, in my opinion, and heal our wounds and heal our social, spiritual, mental, emotional, spiritual, psychological deficit is we have to improve the quality of our relationships. So I wrote a relationship book, right? Called The Relationship Dismount. The only way to get the dismount is, like I said, I'm getting the book will be released July 1st, right? July 1st. But right now we're taking pre-orders. Everybody who pre-orders theirs can get in line because we're not pressing up a whole lot of these books. So trust me, the physical book is going to look and feel different than the ebook. I mean, there's going to be aesthetic accents in the physical book that won't be in the Kindle version or the the iTunes version, right? So, I mean, I'm just looking at our community and I'm like, I got to do something for our community. First off, they say we don't read, so I write a book. Then I put in the book my experience so I can expose myself, so we can heal. So you can say, oh, I see Zoe is not that different from me. How do I fix this in me? If Zoe could overcome it, I can overcome it. Right? But no. This war between us is kept up between or with the use of recycled negative ideas. And some people are making bread off of it. Some people revel. And I mean some of our own people revel in our dysfunction. Whitney?
I have a question. I mean, I really want to hear from our callers. Where's the line drawn, I guess, as far as taking care of yourself and your family, but then also being part of the problem that your fellow, ethnic group or whatever, your people, like drug dealing. I'm just taking care of my family, but realistically, where's the line drawn? I don't get it.
You're asking about accountability, I guess.
Yeah, like when does it have? When can you stop?
But here's this. Go ahead, Veronica, because you were lost, and then you're back.
We found you.
Yeah, no, I couldn't hear. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. I say the revolution must be monetized, and no, I'm the daughter of a revolution. Back in the 70s. And one of the things that the Panthers and the Civil Rights Movement really miscalculated was how they needed to bankroll the revolution. It's much easier to conduct today because of social media. There's a lot of people, the technology has flattened access to that. But one of the great tricks that has gotten played is to keep people so jacked up and so busy in these jobs and in survival that they are not freed up to revolt. That's really why the social construct is created the way that it is, to keep you just busy enough, just have the weekend, so that you can't pay attention to what's really going on here. So it creates this inherent conflict unless you design your life. Listen, I've done this. It's difficult to design your life to support black people because it's difficult to convince black people even to spend money with you, right? You don't have to convince white folks to spend money on the Tea Party or whatever else that they want to do. You can. They understand that money talks. But with black folks, it's like, I don't know if I can trust that nigga, right? So the way it works in our community is kind of, it leaves us bereft and it leaves us kind of fragmented, and we don't know what the real goal is.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Self-hate. There's nothing more powerful in our community. To me, that's one of the most powerful forces in the community, is the hate we have for each other. Ashonti?
I feel like a lot of it is taught. You know, I think I've brought this up before, but I actually just reviewed an updated version of the doll studies. That's when they put the kids in the room with the dolls,
right.
and they have a black one and a white one. And in the 50s, you know, kids and people were expected to say that they would choose the white doll over the black doll because it's the 50s. But kids are still choosing the white doll over the black doll. And I just think with kids, that speaks volumes, because that's our future. So I think a lot of it is taught.
The number to dial to participate in today's conversation, we're trying to, well, listen, I want solutions. Anybody who calls in, tell me what we can do. I'm a smart dude, but I ain't the smartest dude in the world, and I like to surround myself with people that are way smarter than me so I can learn. It's the old basketball analogy, right? Regarding basketball, they always taught you got to play against people that are better than you in order for you to get better. And if you're playing against people that are not as good as you, your game doesn't evolve. So that's what I want to do by opening up the phone lines right now. 844-55-1 is the number to dial. 844-55-1. Call us right now. We're talking about black love versus black self-hate. How can brothers and sisters get on the same page moving forward? There will be no economic revolution. There will be no intellectual revolution. There will be no familial revolution until we correct our relationships. And I think one of those things that are devoid from our relationships right now is respect and forgiveness. Those two cornerstones need to be in play. Phone lines are open. We got Aaron from Dallas. Holler at us, Aaron.
Hey, so what's going on, man?
What's up, pimp?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, ladies, how y'all doing?
Hey.
Hello.
Hey. A little quick story, man. I got a homeboy, a friend of mine, and he was married for a long time, and all of a sudden, now they're getting a divorce, and now he says he don't even want to deal with any black women anymore, and this and that. And I'm listening to him, I'm like, brother, how can you say that? I mean, how could you not like black women? I mean, you have a mother, you have a daughter. How could you not like black women? And it kills me. I don't care what sisters do. I will always love my sisters. Always.
Hey.
And why not?
Keep loving
And guess what, though? Guess what, Aaron? Why the fuck not?
We're the strongest.
Listen, black men, black women, we've made mistakes. We could point back to the elders and say, well, the elders dropped the ball. They didn't do blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, at what point do we say, you know what, enough's enough? Can we stop bullshitting? Can we come together? Hey, lady, I forgive you. Sister, descendant of Eve, I'm sorry for how I treated you. I'm sorry for what I picked up. How about that? Speak on that.
Hey, and about the question you asked earlier about the solution, I think if a brother is dating outside, now again, I can't judge or hate nobody that want to date outside their race. That's on you, I guess. But I want them to go date somebody and see what they folks really think about them, or what they say about them, or be somewhere where they're racially profiled for being with somebody, either white or whatever.
Good point, man. I appreciate it.
How much that hurt. Yeah, it's crazy.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for calling. You brought Dallas into the building. Yo, if you want to bring your city into the building, get to the phone lines right now. Whitney, what is the number?
The number is 1-844-55-1.
Red Panda.
The number again, or what I had to say?
What you had to say.
Okay. Sometimes I think too, it's hard to have like a even scale. Like, for example, I went on this date with this guy that considers himself pro-black. Really great guy. He's so pro-black to the point where we get to the end of the dinner and I want to get a Pizookie. And I want white chocolate macadamia nut. That's my favorite cookie. So we get it, and I'm
want some white chocolate? That don't even make no damn sense.
Real shit.
Real chocolate is chocolate.
Real
Ain't no,
shit.
That's artificial.
Please tell me. No,
I'm not lying.
Tell me
the
what this is.
Pizookie came I'm thinking we're both going to share it. And he said he doesn't eat white material. He doesn't wear white clothing. He doesn't eat anything white.
Wow.
So,
He doesn't fuck with anything white. That's too much, no?
But see, that's one of those people who get locked into the culture of it and they have no idea. They learn shit in a linear aspect as opposed to a three-dimensional aspect. First and foremost, if you don't wear white, then you can't participate in your African culture. Because guess what? If you follow Ili Ife, right? If you followed Yoruba, how would you represent Shango unless your ass was in white and red?
I mean, he has all those books in his home.
He just got
he's an
him for
educated
looks.
man. And I asked, well, do you think that's racist? It's impossible for a black person to be racist.
Right?
That's too much, no?
It's a bit much. This guy's a bit much.
But what I'm saying is you got people that are making bread off of this kind of dysfunction. You got people out there that want to blame the sister for everything that's wrong. Let me tell you what a sister is. She's ran and driven by estrogen. Estrogen is the hormone of building. Do you understand? So guess what? If she lives in a capitalist society, what are the materials she's going to have to build with? Capitalism, right? Capitalism. She's going to take whatever materials are available and she's going to build something out of that. If you want a different reality from her, give her a different material. Veronica?
That is quite brilliant. I mean, to speak to this sort of misguided piece about, I'm going to speak to this first, because I grew up in the Black Panther Party, and so I saw, there was a lot of very powerful things that the Panthers did. They get misrepresented a lot. I saw a lot of very potent things that they did. I saw a lot of dysfunction that they had, right? And sometimes our quote-unquote conscious, really pro-Black brothers and sisters they miss. It's very easy to sit and focus on the minutia, like white chocolate or white clothing,
right,
and miss the whole game. The evolution is economic. The evolution is, in terms of mobilizing an organization. And the revolution is actually, I'm going to say, the restoration of the black female to her divinity, of the black male to his divinity, so that they can come together and use technologies that are beyond this capitalist system. I mean, sex technology, other higher spiritual technology, because there are ways to override this game, but we have to be in a high enough vibration to understand so that we can look down on the game instead of always looking up at it.
Wow. I love it. Listen, we about to take a quick break, but I got a homeboy. His name is Truth. No. I got a homeboy. His name is Truth. He's a rapper. I've been playing his music on my radio, on my other radio show, right? And he created a record about a dude, and he brought it to my attention, right? And I listened to it, and he ripped a nigga's ass. Y'all know who this nigga is. He destroyed him. 3 hot verses of just, he encapsulated the whole shit. And most of my team have heard this record, right? I let Red Panda hear it. Veronica heard it. Heka heard it. I let a few people hear it. And everybody advised me, don't play that shit.
Well,
you only gonna whip up more
Whit hasn't
shit.
heard it.
Right?
I'm
telling you, this shit is hot fire. And I'm telling you, I'm fucking inches from playing this shit right now. Just to debut this shit and just let y'all hear what the second album is sounding like. But I'm not gonna play it. But I ain't gonna play it.
Damn it.
Because I don't like, I'm just saying, I don't like giving weak motherfuckers power. Woo. Now, I'm gonna take a quick break, but when I come back, we really gotta drill down deeper into solutions for our community instead of motherfuckers hacking us up with they bullshit lightweight diet intellect. We got to be able to go deeper into it and try to provide some solutions. So guess what, people? My phone lines are open. I need to hear from you this evening. Black love versus self-hate. 844-55-1 is the number to dial. I'll be back in 2.2. That's that new truth. Oh, God, I want to play that record so bad. Play the shit. Oh, I want to play it so bad. Motherfuckers. welcome back
Welcome back, motherfuckers.
to the voice of reason.
I can't. Oh, I love this song.
No, I just really believe we gotta police our own. We gotta police the dudes that are wayward. Police the dudes and the females that are wayward. Let me tell you something. Our sisters got power, homeboy. They got power. And if you not in your power, how the fuck is she ever gonna respect you? If you not in your truth, right? Krishnamurti said it so beautifully. Don't put no fucking broken teacher in front of students. Why? Because the students will model the brokenness of the teacher. Now, the only way to be able to put a teacher in front of the students is if he has confronted his own brokenness and reconciled it. Got motherfuckers out here hating the color of their skin, talking about, can we date? Get your pussy ass out of here. Beta male.
I want pizza.
Motherfucker ain't even a beta male. A real man stands in the gauntlet, in the crucible of his weakness, and he fights that. He fights it. This is why when you talk about sports, right? They'll always tell you the only person you're really competing with is yourself. Right? So you got to go inside. Even Michael Jordan was talking about, man, I got flaws to my game. I just work so hard at confronting those flaws that it looks like they don't show up. Well, black men got to confront their own flaws before we turn around and say black women ain't shit. First off, black women manifest whatever we seed into them with our dicks and our energy.
Right.
So if you seed in fear into your woman because you scared of your skin, I'm not scared of black skin. I see black skin. I go, damn, look at her. This motherfucking Halloween candy basket. Come your ass over here. Sweat a little bit so you can look like an almond joy in this bitch. Feel me? I love the black sister. I love all shades of them. And I don't judge them because of their skin color. I don't judge them because they wear a weave. I don't. Their weave doesn't intimidate me. But I know what it is. Come on. I want to play that record so fucking bad.
Just play it then. If you keep talking about it, just play the damn
You understand
record.
what I'm saying? Sick of weakness in our community. We got phone lines. They active. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. If you ain't got no fucking solution, don't waste our fucking time today.
So, sir.
You understand? I'm just saying, the black community is in trouble. We're in trouble. If you don't have a solution on the line, get your pussy ass off my phones. I need solutions, men and women. Sisters, how do black men, if there's something you wanted to say to a black man, say, this is how you understand me. This is what you're missing. Call me today and tell me. Right? Hey, you know, our relationships would be better, brother, if A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And if we disagree, we disagree. But can we have an intelligent conversation where I'm not judging you for what you think and vice versa? 844-55-1. The lines are open right now. Ronan, Indianapolis. Get at us. Naptown.
Hey, Ronan.
What up, bro? You do need to play that fucking record, but we gonna get at that later. But the thing is, you asked about solutions, and you know there's quite a few. But I want to start off by saying, like, you have to ask yourself a lot of questions. If we're so inferior, and you know, black women and black men have all these problems, why are we the most copied and envied individuals on earth?
Right.
Why is it that? Why do you have a shitload of culture vultures trying to take from people who are just naturally gifted or take over whenever they do anything? So we have to do the most revolutionary act is not just have conflict resolution amongst ourselves, but stand together as a unit, not just as, you know, physically, but economically. And when you do that, you know, that's when you show these people that without my light, you can't cast the shade you've been casting.
Man, I love it, brother. What I want you to do is keep hitting us with them hot ass tweets. I'm going to retweet them all, brother. You one of the most creative cats. And if you want to tweet us, follow us.
Beautiful.
Follow me at ZoeWilliams.com, or not at ZoeWilliams.com. That's at Zoe Williams, my Twitter handle, at Zoe
Your
Williams.
blood is like really boiling.
Nah, because I'm just saying, for me, I'm so sick of dealing with weak dudes.
Me too.
Right?
Shit.
In our community.
Join the crowd.
Well, but listen, my son is highly recruited. Why? Why is he highly recruited? It's not because he's the best basketball player in the nation. It's because of his fucking mentality. Where did he get his mentality? He got it from his daddy. His leader in him. His alpha in him. They go, okay, we need that dude. Oh, and by the way, his approach vertical at Auburn on Monday was 47.5 inches. 2 steps, 47.5 inch vertical.
Is that like how tall I am, I think?
While you bullshitting. Oh, by the way, there's that too. There's that too. Nigga, my son is better than you.
Ooh.
My son's more man than you.
Damn.
You feel me? We gotta raise those kind of dudes.
Damn. You can come to somebody's
No, I'm
kids,
just saying. No, I'm saying. They just say, hey, guess what? We're gonna put New in the same dorm with another kid who might not be as motivated because we want what New got to rub off on that dude. They not doing that to your seeds. I'm just saying.
Jesus.
I'm just saying we gotta raise kids like that though. Am I bullshitting, Veronica?
No, you're absolutely right. And I'm telling you, listen, I've had some white people in very high places say to me, when privately, when a black man is in his alpha state, his state of no compromise, he is akin to a god. Like if he's healthy and he's sane, he is actually akin. I've had white people tell me that they know that about us. They know that about us. But the thing is that if men are in a state of compromise, and I've said this before, they leak alpha. And so the women have nothing to lean into.
Ooh. Say more. Wait. Hell no. A man is leaking? A man leaks alpha? Speak to tell me a nigga with a hole in his alpha bag and he's just leaking. Speak more about that.
Well, compromise. We talked about this on the previous show about racism and religion, or on religion. And that point, compromise is based out of that initial moment when we come into fear for our very existence, when we disconnect from God and we come into this place where we are dependent on our parents, we're dependent on people taking care of us, and in that moment of separation from God, we actually experience the most terrifying fear that we're ever going to experience, and then we typically set up our lives to attend to compromise. Will I get approval? Will I be okay? If I'm in my truth, will I be demolished or annihilated? And so we tend to structure our lives based on compromise. Not just for the average human, if you then layer in the conditions that we experience as black people, where they really are trying to annihilate you, then the compromise becomes even more deepened. So we sort of have the double whammy. And so when a man does not follow, he's really got to live from his testicles, period. That's where he needs to live from.
That's why I say
the only way that a woman can follow him.
That's why I say go get the book. There's a book called The Way of the Superior Man by David Deida. Right. And in that book, he is telling men to fuck their purpose. Fuck your purpose before you fuck your woman. Because when you fuck your purpose, the woman finds you more attractive. And then she will fuck you.
Yeah.
But if your purpose is to tear down your own community under the false pretense of helping it, we gotta lynch you. We gotta come get you. That's why our community is weak right now, because there's somebody that, just like Veronica said, compromise. There's another word for compromise. Bitch, you got a price. Somebody come at you with the right amount, your ass will sell out everybody. Your mama, your kids, everybody. The neighborhood. BK from Fresno, you're in the building. Solutions only. 844-55-1.
What's up, Fresno?
BK.
Oh, that's my hometown. I was hoping he was going to.
He might still be there. You know they got Boost Mobile up in Fresno.
Don't talk about my city, dog.
Is BK there with us or no? Okay, we got to bounce, BK. Don't worry about it. Get us on the next one. 844-55-1. Sean from New York. You're in the building. Holla at us.
Hello?
Yo, what up, Sean?
What's going on?
Hey, man, speak that real today. Solutions only.
I think we could just stop lies. I think lies is what, like, men tell lies to get an agenda across, and then when the agenda's met, you realize that the lies that you told wasn't worth what you was wasn't worth what you was trying to get in the first place.
Wow.
Say that.
Wow.
Say that.
Wow. My homeboy Cool Mo D says it so succinctly. He says sometimes God gives you exactly what you want so you can realize what you wanted wasn't worth shit in the first place.
Yep.
Hey, man, Sean, I appreciate you for bringing New York into the building. The phone lines are cracking. 844-55-1. Thank you, homeboy. Call us anytime. The only way we're going to fucking heal this community, this black community, the only way we're going to be able to do that is if we stand up and take responsibility for help fucking it up. The easiest way to fuck up your community is to take seed money from outside of it. Why you think I do shit independently? Because I get to say what I want to say without the duress and the pressure of somebody. Oh, the corporation doesn't agree. Huh? Hey, who is that? Who is that? Who's speaking?
That's Veronica.
That's Veronica.
Okay, Veronica, I got you, babe. Come on in here.
Well, but the difficulty in that is that I think that black folks, I mean, honestly, because I have been serving black folks for the past 15 years, and it's difficult. It's difficult because we don't spend money with our own.
Yeah, man.
We don't have a sense of economic empowerment and cohesion around that. We are really confused about that. And so a lot of times, and listen, I have climbed all the way up the ladder of the black Afrostocracy, and it frankly broke my heart. What I saw when I got to the top behind the curtain was devastating, because there was so much compromise and so much selling out and so much looking out for one's own. It was, I mean, I've heard, listen, I've had intimate conversations with people that have direct access to black billionaires, and they've said, you know what, one of them gave this advice, and I won't even say who, somebody that you know though, but he said, if you get onto your yacht and there's Negroes behind you, you can pull up that ladder behind you. There are black billionaires that have said that.
Wow.
So it's heartbreaking out here, but the other piece that's heartbreaking is that if you are a person that is out here trying to do things on behalf of the black community, it's difficult to get paid. Sometimes you gotta go get paid by another group of people just so you can fund your energy to support black to support your community, because we are confused about the nature of money and the nature of black economics. We're confused about it.
Right.
Because I think it comes from being the owner, being the owned versus being the owner. Ooh. We still have the paradigm of the owned.
Well, no, that's what I was going to say. I bartend, and everybody all the owners are Jewish or I don't even know, Armenians, like everything else. And it's segregated. Like even the club scene, the turn up scene, I'm the young wild child. And yeah, like honestly, I'm not gonna lie, like urban night, they call it. I get hated on. I get cussed out, yelled at. I don't get tipped. I make only a third of what I make. If I Asian night or any other nights, man, they support us, but our own people don't support us. It's like, it's hard. It's hard for me to come do the show. I have to bust my ass for all these other people, but my people aren't calling in or supporting or anything. Yeah. It's hard.
Prevalent. Yes. It's prevalent.
And it's true
across the board. All the economic ladder. I've seen it behind the curtains, all the way from down the economic ladder. I've been a part of a lot of initiatives, and it's all the same across the board. We have got to wake up to how we spend our money and who we spend our money with, and get real about this shit, because they're real about it. They are real about it.
So real.
And it's like, it's hard to trust black businesses in general. It's like we want to trust each other, like the hair business, for example, Weaves. That's like an Asian owned
They
market.
own it. It's theirs.
And we're the people that
the nails, all that. It's theirs.
It's hard to support black businesses. Example, ex-Dolphin player Will Allen. I used to work for him. I worked for him in sales, executive sales, for like a year. I was working from him from home for about a month, never got paid, and Googled him, and he has charges against him, $32 million Ponzi scheme. That was a black business. You know, it's hard to support black businesses. You know, I don't know. We want to support black businesses because we want to see each other succeed. But I can't trust my money.
But then in the black business, this motherfucker ain't business like.
Exactly.
He don't want to. He don't want to. He don't want to pay or mail you your shit on time. He want to mail it when he get ready, or he loses your order, or customer service don't mean shit, or you understand? He don't value the money that you're sending him in the same way that you value it, right? I'm sending you my hard-earned money. Well, this money gonna pay my cell phone bill, and that's all it's doing for me. And they don't really care about the product that you ordered. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of that hood mentality shit going on in our community. But my thing is this regarding the relationships. I can't have a meaningful life with my woman if I secretly hate her. If I secretly resent her. You mad she's moving up the ladder in a poisonous system. Yeah, the system's poison. Yeah, the system is white supremacy. Yeah, but she's moving up and she's judging you by the criteria of success somebody else, some other man wrote. And so you secretly hate her for it. Now deal with that, black man, and stop talking about her skin color and the weave she got in her hair. You weak-minded, pussy-made motherfucker. You should have did a goddamn spread in Vanity Fair next to fucking Bruce Jenner.
Oh my gosh, did you see that?
Yeah.
Slay, honey, slay. I love the cover of that.
You understand what I'm saying? That's what should have happened. It should have been a nigga we all know. A nigga with a radio show should have been up there right next to Bruce Jenner as his groomsmaid.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, we got to chop these niggas down. All solutions tonight. What's wrong with the black community? What's wrong with it? Do we need a leader? How do we need a leader to lead us out of this? Or do we need to become the leader of ourselves?
Yeah, man.
And how do we do that? Somebody get to your phone lines right now, 844-55-1, 844-55-1. Go to your phone lines right now. The phone lines are wide open. I want to hear from sisters who are tired of black men dragging them in the mud because he jealous. Huh? Yeah, jealous. If you're going to say in one breath it's white supremacy, but in the next secret, silent to yourself breath, I'm envious. How you going to be envious of white supremacy gifts? Weak ass motherfuckers. 844-55-1. I got to take a quick break. When I come back, you better give me these goddamn solutions. You heard it. Hot Button Radio. Big wigs come get Zoe Williams. Why? Because he's a professional. He does this. What happens? My own folk hate me for it. Come on, peoples. We got to get to a space, man, where we begin to appreciate each other again. 844-55-1. Is the black community devoid of mutual respect, mutual appreciation? Why is it that we can only appreciate a baller, right? Why is it that we can only appreciate somebody who got something? And what is the determining factor of something? Niggas don't even ask what that is. When you are measured by the size of your rims, do you know how empty you are? When you're measured by the size of your house or your pool, you know how weak you are? Nigga, we made it. Made what? Nigga, I have it is different from nigga, I made it.
Nigga, we made it.
Nigga, I made it is different from nigga, I created it. Weak ass motherfuckers. So wonder women hate you. I'm just saying. We talking about self-hate, black love. Why is it so difficult for us to love each other and want to be with each other? Why? Why? Because we got pundits out there paid by somebody, evil, spewing hate, disrespecting to our community. We got to fix it. We got to fix it. Every black man that hates a black woman is a weak-minded bitch himself, right? And every sister who judges a black man by the standards of a system that she didn't write or he didn't write is slave to that system too. That's just real. Phone lines is open, 844-55-1. Seymour, Kentucky, line 6. You're in the building. Seymour, holla at me.
Zoe, what's going on, man? How are you?
What's up, man? Solutions.
First off, just want to say hi to all the beautiful black women you have on the show.
Word up,
I am
word.
an avid listener. Yeah, I'm an avid listener of the Zoe What 5150, all that. So I follow you heavily.
Word.
But just wanted to chime in, man. I mean, I know it's maybe a little off topic. You're talking about relationships tonight, but I mean, I just wanted to speak to, I guess, the larger problems within the black community in general, and I guess my tidbit is that in order for us to get better as a community, as a group of people, I mean, we're going to have to first have a raising in consciousness and then be willing to struggle, go through some conflict, and then sacrifice ultimately.
Ooh, man, that was fire. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you for hanging on and delivering that. You brought Kentucky into the building. If you want to bring your city into the building, call us right now, 844-55-1. That's the number to dial. Carl from Cleveland, line 3. You're on the line. Get at me right now, brother. Carl, Cleveland, holla.
For the freestyle, Carl from Cleveland, you on the line. You
So
better
holla.
hurry up and say something, because we'll cut your ass.
Damn,
right now. Like,
especially
not
today.
like
Phone is
cut
ringing.
you, but
Dun 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 dun.
One
It's
thing,
all
man.
good. It's all good. Then we got to move. Mike from D.C., line 4. You're on the line. The phone lines are popping right now, 844-55-1. Mike, holla at me.
Hey, what's up, pimp?
What's up, Mike? What's up, Tim?
Hey, this is another brilliant topic, man. I'm gonna keep it short. I'm gonna put it like this. I think black folks, us as a community, we have to kind of get a knowledge ourselves in order to get over ourselves. Because I see white people white people have that piece to transcend, because white people, they own the narrative. They see themselves in their education with Columbus discovering America. They see themselves in religion with Jesus being white. They see themselves in relationships because they control the narrative. I think black people are still in peril because we don't see ourselves in our religion. We don't see ourselves in our education. We don't see ourselves in our religion because we don't own any narrative. Like, black women are socially savvy. Like, okay, I'm at this age. I gotta be pregnant. I got a nice job. I got a nice house. It's time for me to get a husband. This and that. But black women don't understand. That's not your narrative. That's a white woman's narrative. It works for her because it's their narrative. It's not our narrative. It's black people. Is that like a good enough solution?
Hey, man, I appreciate you sharing. I mean, ain't no good enough or not good enough. The fact that you shared, the fact that you thought about that shit and delivered it to us, I appreciate it. DC is in the building because of you, man. You understand what I'm saying? It's in the building because of you. Thanks again, homeboy. I'll hear from you Wednesday, pimp. Listen, 844-55-1. Solutions only. The black community is in trouble, and there's so many moving parts happening around the world. The TPP, the the trans trade partnership or whatever that, just look it up, TPP, right? Trans-Pacific Partnership. They're trying to push this through that undoes the sovereignty of nations and gives the power to corporations. And while you're chasing a fiat currency that ain't worth the fucking paper is printed on, and you're judging your man and your woman by who has it and who don't, they about to take all that shit away. The fuck? I'm just saying, it's a real situation out here, and black people are at the bottom when it comes to understanding it. You got people out there fucking using us, using our confusion. Well, because you dumb, or I think I'm smarter than you, or because you're unaware about something, I'm gonna manipulate you. I'm telling you, there needs to be a black controlled eugenics movement. And instead of killing the ugly folk or the imbecilic, let's kill the spiritually devoid. How about that? 844-55-1. That's where I'm at. We got to clean house as a people. Jay from Orlando, you're on the line. Line 5. Get at me, Jay.
Hey, Jay.
What's going on, Zoe? How you, man?
I'm turned up this evening. What's happening with you?
Hey, man, listen, man. I think one of the problems, going back to your black male conversation, is that we don't have a rites of passage in our community, meaning going from boyhood to manhood. You know, and I guess, you know, to a certain extent, college has been that for people, but, you know, college doesn't provide you with some basic skills in terms of understanding what it takes to be a man in our society. You know, and I'm not just talking about young men that don't have fathers or don't have a father figure in their lives, because, you know, your father or your father figure may not know some of the trials and tribulations that you're going to go through once you get out here in this real world. So I think we need to figure out, you know, whether we need to start more institutions or, you know, implement them into existing institutions, but something where we help these young men understand how to be a man by listening to other men, if that makes sense.
Wow.
You know, so
man, I appreciate that.
I absolutely, man. So that's my 2 cents, brother. Appreciate
hey, man,
you, man.
Thank you so much. And let me just say, I want to hear from sisters, because you guys are the axis of our community. I want to hear the female input, because there's certain shit that men miss that we can't see that your intuition can. I need y'all to call us right now and tell us, brothers, this is where we should go. Brothers, this is the direction we should go in, because your voice is valued and appreciated. Whitney?
One thing about black men that kind of irks my nerves when it comes to the I don't have a father, so I don't know how to act bullshit is, you do have, but you don't have to have a blood related father to know how you want to act as a man. Like, you can look at Zoe and be like, you know what? I look up to him. I want to emulate what he's got going on. Or Malcolm X. Or we do have leaders that young men, like, I feel like it's a cop-out low-key when, well, I didn't have a daddy around in my life, so I'm just going to act like a dumbass. Like, no, man, grow up.
No, and I see what you're saying, Whitney. What you're talking about is, first off, having a daddy definitely impacts you differently. I get it. There are some men out there who make that as the crutch for not excelling, for not succeeding. I'm with you 100% on that. Red Panda, you got something to say before I bring in the incredible Heka?
Well, you know, I actually wanted to speak to DC about the culture of black women and having babies, because I do feel some pressure from friends and family members, like, I need to have a kid. You know, the term of settling down and living my life the way that I'm supposed to live it at 28 is defined by having children.
Oh, have a baby for us. Get more integrated into a system that's created.
Even though I'm not ready.
Right. Yeah. First off, money is debt. Have a baby so you can make a $2 million debt.
Nah,
that's what it is. It's a $2 million debt. Money equals debt. People don't understand that. So as soon as you have a baby, you're $2 million in debt because you got to take care of the baby. The baby's going to need at least $2 million from age 0 to 18. That's $2 million in the deficit.
I ain't got it.
God damn it. Sick of these motherfuckers. I really am, man. I'm sick, man.
Like
Let me just say this real quick. Ronan Martin, who was just on the line with us, follow him on Twitter, @resident antihero. He said, color-struck eugenics is a must in this new chapter for black folk. We need to, we need a eugenics program that kills the color-struck people in our community. Oh, you light-skinned, so you are handsome.
That whole thing is fucking
Oh,
stupid.
you got pretty green eyes. Look at those green eyes. You know how long I've been hearing that shit? My whole fucking life. Oh, you got pretty eyes. Cat eyes. Pretty eyes.
But you like it.
No. I've listen, when I was a little kid, made me uncomfortable. Because you can't see yourself. Ooh, look at you. Wow. Come here, cat eye. Grown-ass lady in my 6-year-old face. The fuck? It always made me uncomfortable. Then you got niggas. I'll call niggas out in this motherfucker. Looking me in my eyes.
Oh no.
Nigga, who the fuck you looking at? God. Right? Got niggas who are envious of me. If they could change their parents, they would. Bitch ass niggas. We got to get rid of them.
And then you have women that would have children with you just so they can get the green eyes.
Just cuz. And then be mad when the baby come out with brown eyes.
Yeah, like, well, God damn it.
Like it's some type of fucking demotion.
Extra child support for you.
Heka, I want you to come in here and tear these motherfuckers down.
Heck.
I think you're doing a great job of it.
He's
you're
on
turn up status. You're on turn up status tonight. But
no, we got to put that nigga back in the freezer. That's what we got to do.
Oh.
That's what we got to do. We got to put a nigga in the freezer. Or put the nigga on ice, put the nigga on fire. We got to call the ancestors out on that nigga. Speak on it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But you know what? I wanted to say something about the rites of passage. I think that young boys feel like prison is their rites of passage. I'm just keeping it real. And I feel like they feel that way because that's what the media show them. It's what the people they look up to show them. So all the people that have made something of themselves, so to speak, you know, a lot of them have already went to prison. At least this is what the children are thinking because what they see are the rappers and, you know, the people out there in the industry. But I think one of our biggest problems is that one of the biggest problems that we have in our communities, I think, is our lack of drive and tenacity to break the cycle. We don't know how to break the cycle. Our men have become complacent and following their deadbeat father's footsteps instead of committing to breaking the vicious cycle of counterproductive actions that their fathers presented them with. It's not okay for you to be a drug dealer because your father was a drug dealer. It's not okay for you to go to prison because your father went to prison. It's not okay for you to not take care of your children because your father didn't do it. Somebody has to stand up and break the cycle.
I love it. I love it. Whew. Guess what taking care of your kids means, though? Because it's a broader context than just bread.
Yep.
Your presence takes care of your kids. Your philosophy, your mentality, your example of how to weather struggle takes care of your kid. Your example of how to solve problems takes care of your child. Your ability to comfort and support in a negative, tumultuous situation engenders your child to you, daddy. You understand? When your child closes his eyes because the medication took over him in the motherfucking room before he had surgery, but when he opens his eyes, you're there. When his eyes closed, you were there. When his eyes opened, you were there. That's a currency too. That's kind of more valuable than money. When you came to the school and cussed out the teachers on his behalf, that's a currency too. When you put the whole teaching staff on notice, you motherfuckers ain't gonna disrespect him. That's a currency too.
I used to love when my mom did that.
That's raising a child too. When the whole school can hear your father's footsteps on campus.
Yo.
That's what I'm speaking on right now.
My daddy went in.
So let me do this. Let me do this.
My white daddy went in.
Listen, if you just tuning in, we want all solutions tonight for this problem of black love and self-hate. Black people hating themselves and hating each other, and negative reciprocity is the new religion of the black community. I'm just saying that's what we're trying to heal this evening, because I'm tired of hearing sneaky Slytherin motherfucker. You're in Slytherin. You're not in Gryffindor. We need more niggas in Gryffindor than the niggas in Slytherin. I'm just saying, Slytherin into niggas DMs and could you do a one-on-one interview with me, because I don't even know you, and I know you working with somebody that I got beef with, but can you come in and talk to me so I can pick more information from the nigga that I want to be like? I'm just saying.
See?
I'm holding church this evening. I'm holding church this evening because I'm trying to exorcise demons out of our community. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, ain't nothing worse than a demon you can't see because he's wearing the same skin you got on. You see, sometimes you can look at another race and say, oh, that's demonic. But can you see the demon in your own crew? Can you exorcise that motherfucker starting with yourself? And listen, we got those motherfuckers running rampant, taking money, getting paid, and talking shit about people who are trying to make a change. Phone lines is open. Hustle, Miami, get at me, line 1.
Hey, Hustle.
What up?
What up, Mike?
Hey.
Hey, man, I think it just comes down to we need to incorporate teaching into our living. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't rely on these schools. We talking about how fathers ain't in the household, so that don't mean nothing. At the end of the day, you could have no kids and still be a parent.
Wow. Wow.
You know what I mean? We
Wow.
got to pass that down, man. That's the main thing. At the bottom line, these kids learning whether we trying to teach them or not. So we have to keep consciousness on what we putting out there.
That's crazy.
We can teach the people who don't have
Hustle.
how to have.
Hustle. Stay with me real quick. Because, dude, I had to police the whole neighborhood in an effort to protect my son from it. I know exactly what you're saying. The gang members on my block, in my neighborhood, they call me Pops. They go, Pops, we don't fuck with new. That dude got a daddy. That dude got a future. I go over there and I talk to the little neighborhood knuckleheads. What's your end game? Do you know anything about chess? You got a start game, a middle game, and an end game. What's your end game? Are you a career thug? Are you a career blood? Are you career Inglewood family? Are you a career Crip? The fuck are you? And what's the end game? And how do you survive it? Yo, Pops, I ain't never thought of that shit, Pop. Damn. Don't nobody bang on that dude's son. Because I need to talk to that dude every time I see him. That's the neighborhood. Just because I ain't that kid's daddy, I act like it. When you busy doing that kind of shit, you really don't have the time to be busy hating on other motherfuckers, scheming.
Right. You have no time at all.
Slytherin.
Uh-oh.
Motherfucking hat told you to go to Slytherin, nigga. We over in Gryffindor over here.
All day.
Hustle, finish your thought, homeboy.
All right, man, I'm going to leave it at this, though. It's all about self-government. We can't look towards the enemy. Well, I don't like to say the enemy because people are sensitive about that. But you can't look for the people who ain't trying to help you advance for solutions. You got to look towards government within our own community. And like I said, we got to pass down what we know so that those that don't know can reach up and meet us.
That's how I go, man. I appreciate the call. Thank you, homeboy. Appreciate it. Good looking, man. Carl, Cleveland, line 3. Get back in here.
Yo, what's going on, Zoe?
What's happening, man? Give me that solution. What we doing? Solutions tonight, 844-55-1. That's the number. Carl, get at me.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Well, yeah, my name is Carlos, but it's all great.
Hey,
Carlos, yeah, what's happening?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm a huge fan, man. The Zoe What 51 Nation and all that. So I appreciate what y'all doing, man, for the community, definitely.
Word.
And, what I would say the main solution would be, to me, I see an issue with us, we're worried about the white standard too much instead of putting together our own standard and following that. And not worrying so much, because it's not even about hating the white man and none of that. It's really about loving the black man and the black woman.
Right.
We don't put enough energy into that. You know what I'm saying? We worry about too much what's been done to us and still what's being done to us. And, getting mad and being angry ain't the solution. We got to build ourselves up. That's the only way we can really protect ourselves from it, from white supremacy and the whole nine. You know
hey, man.
So,
damn. I appreciate that, dude. Good looking, man. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for the call,
doubt,
man. Listen, the phone lines is open, man. Listen, Veronica Conway, I need you to drop that right now. Blackmastery.com. That is a hell of a solution. A neuro-linguistic program that was created by this transformational life coach, Veronica Conway, right? She creates this thing. It goes in and it undoes this black apathy, this black anxiety, this black self-hate. Veronica, speak to us about your creation of blackmastery.com and how people can get it. Where's Veronica?
VC?
We lost her.
We lost Veronica?
Engineer, we lost her. Veronica?
Yeah.
She'll call us back.
She's going to call
She'll call us back. We got a whole trough of lines here right now. Let me go to the homeboy. I think he was a little mad at us last week because we couldn't get him on the line.
There was a reason for that.
Yeah, this is the homeboy. I want him to speak that truth tonight. Joseph from Detroit, line 6. What's up, man?
Not too much, man. I wasn't really mad, man. I just wanted to, I think that was Red Panda talking too much shit last week. I
might have been.
Panda real bad.
Might have been.
You wanted to holler at her, huh?
Well, I'm here
but I got
today.
about 3 points I got to make. First of all, I'm going to come with a solution. We got to stop rewarding, lousy bitches for their lousy vaginal decision making. If you're going to have babies out of wedlock and you got a father who want to be in your kid's life and you're going to stand in the way, all your benefits should be cut automatically. This motherfucker trying to run me over. All your benefits should be cut automatically. You shouldn't have housing, food stamps, nothing. If you won't cooperate with a man who wants to cooperate with you, that's trying to help the cause instead of hurting it, cut everything off. They don't need no help because they're not trying to get help. They're trying to use the kids for financial. And that's what I say about my baby mama. She uses my kids all the time for financial gain. And that's wrong.
Man.
What's up, Zoe? You still there?
Yeah, man. I'm just listening to you, pimp.
And Veronica, oh my God. You and Veronica, y'all speak truth. You just took all the words out of my mouth, though. I mean, God, you said it better than I would have said it, but I mean, I love the way y'all speak y'all mind and y'all speak the truth and shit. And I also got to holler at Miss Whitney Taber, my favorite voice on the Voice of Reason show here. You know, I keep rocking that purple hair with Whitney Taber. I do like it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So listen, hey, Joseph, man, the phone lines is crazy.
Wait. But I did see you. And when I think about Whitney Taber and Heka, I kind of think about Leela and the black girl off of Futurama, the one-eyed bitch with the purple hair. And if you look at that tweet that I sent you would think about the same thing that I'm thinking about, nigga.
You crazy, boy. Hey, listen, though.
Hey,
seriously.
And another thing, too, look. I was outside the welfare office earlier about an auto parts store.
Uh-huh.
They had a van out there. It was a mobile home giving free ultrasounds and pregnancy tests. And I just wanted to say I'm down with the cause. And I want to get a van and paint it all black and put MIA on it and do abortions out of it at the welfare.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Okay, we got to go now. Now we got to go. We got to go.
Listen, Zoe, I'm mad at you, though, Zoe, because you didn't tell everybody you was going to be on Shark Week, motherfucker. That's not a part of that tweet.
Oh, nigga, get up out of here now. He has to go. So again,
Can't stand that nigga.
hey, but we
I
had
hold my breath
we had to let
every
him get
time.
it. You know what?
Oh.
This time
He wasn't that bad
He
this
wasn't
time.
that
He
bad.
was cool.
But again, I got
He was normal.
I got to challenge all brothers. Can't hate sisters. Listen, the only way you could justify hating a sister if you gave her a better alternative. Brothers, do you have an alternative to white supremacy? Do you have an alternative to the system? Do you have something equal or greater than? And if you do, and she chooses white supremacy, then maybe you could have a grudge. Like, this shit is just as good. It's just as functional. There's just as much provision. There's just as much education. There's even more education. There's even more now. If you can present something that she can make a qualified choice, right? And say, you know what? Brother, what you're presenting kills white supremacy, kills the system. Until you can do that, nigga, you're not operating in power. And if you're not operating in power, how do you expect her to respect you?
Amen.
Now, what does that mean? Because, you know, niggas will take what you say and take it out of context and run with it like they, you know, trained. Never mind. I'm just sick of niggas. I really am.
You and me both, especially the one that just called.
Ooh.
You like him, Red Panda.
On the low.
I know. On the low, you like Joseph from Detroit. Joseph, call me back. 844-55-1. We got Gumby from Texas, line 5. Get at me, Gumby.
Hey, what's good?
What's up, man?
Hey, Gumby.
Hey, I think everybody was right with this topic. Great topic, by the way. Good show earlier today, though. That was great. I think, like what Dr. Francis Cress Wilson said, we need to start with self-respect. Self-respect to stop all this self-hatred. And I think we should let go of the coons. I don't think we should hate the coons either, because at the end of the day, they get it just the same as we do. So just leave them be and let them learn their lesson from their own.
Word.
That's all I got to say. Thank you.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. Listen, we got BK from Fresno, line 1. BK, you're in the business. Bring in the bread basket of America, Fresno.
No.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing today?
How you doing?
What's up, Mike?
Man, we're just out here, man. Out here just dealing with it, man. But my little solution I have is just to touch on more what you were saying about talking to all the kids in the neighborhood and trying to touch their lives a little bit. I think everyone needs to be in they people's kids' neighborhood in their lives more. You know what I'm saying? As like, and your best friend has a kid, you need to be in his life more, teaching them as a young age. We got to get them young, man. And I mean, I'm not trying to get on the women, but women got to get at these young women real young. You know what I mean? Because, man, the society is just fucked up right now, and all I see is going down. You know what I mean? We need to somehow get it back up.
Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate the call. Memphis is coming into the building. I think we got somebody named Yona. I hope it's a girl. Memphis, you're on the line. Line 3. Holla at me.
Hey, Zoe.
What's up, sister girl? Thank you for calling in. The first woman of the night. What's up, baby?
Yes. Look, I just want to speak real quick. A problem I have with a lot of my sisters, and I love my sisters. They so in love with church.
Ooh.
You can't tell them nothing about their pastor. You can't tell them nothing about their congregation.
Congregation.
They got more love for the people that's in the church, and they don't care about the people that's suffering outside the church.
Ooh, speak on it. Can't even hear
you always got your head in a book. And I'm like, well, how you expect to learn when you gave that list of books about the black art, all the stuff that's going on in Africa, and I picked those books up. I sent you a text, an email, and I'm like, I'm going to the library, and I'm getting these books, and I share the books with people. They tell me, oh, you a rebel.
Right.
What you trying to do?
Right.
And I don't understand that thought process. I've always been that person that says, well, you know, when they preach to me and give me all of these scriptures, and I ask them, well, how you know this to be true? Where did you learn this, and who taught this to you? No one has an answer. They tell me I need to pray.
Right. You just pray on it.
You need to pray. I tell them you need to read, baby.
Don't read. Just pray. Don't read.
Yeah, you need to pray. I get that a lot.
Right.
And, you know, I prayed all my life. I'm 47 years old. You got to work.
Yeah.
Exactly,
you know,
sister.
Prayer without work is words to me. And that's pretty much all I want to say. I just want to work on them a little bit and tell them, you know, you got to come out to church. Because the people that really need your help, they're the ones out here in these streets suffering.
Ooh.
And I'm in Memphis, and you know we're in a whole lot of trouble.
Yes.
You know, and that's all I wanted to say, and I'm going to keep on listening. I ain't going nowhere.
Sister, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the call. The number to dial right now, the phone lines are wide open, 844-55-1. We talking about black love, black hate. How do brothers and sisters get on the same page? How do we come together and bury the hatchet and stop blaming and shaming and disrespecting each other? How do we build a community that can be approached in respect? Don't expect the government or anybody to approach you in respect when you disrespect yourselves. So how do we pull that together? How do we get back to it? I am only taking calls from people that have solutions. If you don't have a solution, don't call me tonight. If you do have a solution, call me right now. 844-55-1. I'm taking one more caller before we go to break. And when we come back, Heka, Ashonti, Veronica, and of course, Whitney Taber.
Hey.
We gonna get active on this conversation. Trey from New York, you're on the line 4. Trey, New York, holla at me.
Trey.
Do we have him or no?
Trey, where you at?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we got to go. Trey, call us back. The number to dial again is 844-55-1. The phone lines are bananas right now. I appreciate everybody who's taking out the time to participate in this conversation. But you know what we got to do? We got to take a quick break. But when I come back, we're going to wrap this topic. Yo, man, this shit was crazy. Hey, go to IamZoeWilliams.com. Pre-order your copy of The Relationship Dismount. We have a due date for the book. July 1st will be the release date. You better get yours now. We're only pressing up maybe, what about 1,500? I think we're only pressing up 1,500, maybe 2,000 copies. So if you want to get in on that first 2,000 autograph sign, you better call it. You better get it right now. IamZoeWilliams.com. Go to the shopping section. Pre-order your copy right now while there's still some to pre-order. Zoe Williams, I'm out. Ladies and gentlemen, the only way to listen to Hot Button Radio is you got to download that Dash Radio app. You got to download it. And then once you download the app, you go to Hot Button. Hot Button has the hottest topics. It's the hottest talk show network. All of it. Oh, this is a talk network, right? Talk radio. You know? This is what we do over here. We want to push the envelope. Anybody who wants to call in and give us their solution, we're only taking solutions for what's wrong with the black community right now. 844-55-1. I want to hear from more sisters like the sister who just called us out of Memphis, Yana. You know, we want to hear what sisters have to say. Seed us with your wisdom, sisters. Well, we do the seeding. Y'all do the sowing. I'm just saying, I got to seed the soil. Y'all do that nurturing thing. We need to understand what's happening. And I want to hear from women. You know, what do we need to understand about the sister that we seem to just not get, that we seem to not understand? And sisters, you have to have you have to be inquisitive to want to know the reverse of that. What is it about the brother that I don't understand? Am I not understanding his plight? Am I not understanding that there is a systemic, war? They're coming after him, and it's institutional. Like, we have to go get the nigga. Like, does COINTELPRO ever enter a sister's mind when she's putting a brother on child support out the gate? People don't even know what COINTELPRO is. Go look it up. Let's see what it's about. I can see if the nigga is willfully like, fuck you, fuck the kid, fuck all that, fuck. Right? But what if it's a good dude? I'm just saying. The dude that got a chance, the dude that got a shot. I'm just asking. Call us. What's wrong with the community? Are we mimicking white folks' relationships? As one caller said, I need solutions. How do we heal? How do we turn it around? 844-55-1. Red Panda.
One thing that speaks to me, I mean, the topic is huge, so we could just talk about this for hours. But one thing that speaks to me that we haven't really touched on is self-hate within our work environments. And Whitney actually was just talking about this a little bit on the break. That's where I've experienced most of my black self-hate-ness, quote unquote. A lot of my experience has been in the newsroom, and it's almost like because there's so few positions available for black people in the newsroom, we don't want to be too friendly with one another because we don't want to look like we're congregating against the white people. So my experience has mostly been in the workplace with that.
Right. You can't have no tribes in corporate America.
None.
It's a cubicle.
We're like scared to really speak to each other.
Right.
That's crazy.
Y'all niggas better not come together. Whitney.
Well,
and then Heka.
Well, for me, like, the self-hate thing is crazy because I'm black and white. So the people who are usually kind of the ones oppressing, I'm kind of like, hey guys, I'm part of your team and I'm part of your team. Yay. But nah, like, no, I'm a nigga to the rest of the world. I'm black. I'm the little black girl. I'm the black girl. I'm the token black girl. And it's just like, it's annoying. I was talking, like Ashonti was saying during the break, my brother is a young entrepreneur, has his own black ran business and he helps his community up in Tacoma, Washington. He helps his community. He helps young barbers get their business, helps with marketing, all kinds of stuff. And every time I talk to my brother, he says he gets another, he has another one of his employees, somebody he's helped gain, their own business, is now hating or it's crazy to me that the young leaders who are actually trying to be a positive role model for young black men and women turn around and are getting stabbed in their backs. It's just, it's hard. It's hard to deal with. So.
Heka, speak on it.
I want to speak as for the caller that spoke about women in church. I've learned that sometimes you have to meet people where they are. So, what I do sometimes is I give them a spiritual bath that consists of a wealth of herbal ingredients that make the bath look like blood, and tell them they wash in the blood of Jesus. That'll put their mind at ease a little bit.
No, and you know what's crazy?
No, really.
No, listen, my oldest son's mother, right? One day I came to the crib and she was on the floor crying because she was on the phone with her mom. And her mom had been going through, some issues. Her mother's Christian. Up to that point, her mother didn't like me, right? I told my two oldest children, I told her, their mother, I said, listen, you're not speaking to her right. You're not speaking her language. You speaking from fear, like something's going to happen to her, something's wrong. And she's resistant to that because she don't want to see her child fearful for her. So give me the phone. I'm a master of the Bible. I spoke her language as a Christian. And talking her, I ain't going to put the business out there because that's family. But I talked her down. And from that day on, her mother died shortly after that. But from that day on, her mother was like, that's my nigga. Because I spoke her language. So there's validity to what Heka is speaking on right now. There's validity to that. We got to learn how to love again, man. We got to.
Yeah. And I want to say one more thing to what Red Panda said. I think a lot of these men have mommy issues that left them insecure, fearful, and gave them an enormous amount of hate for themselves. So it's impossible for someone to love others when they don't love themselves. And black men are so busy running around trying to add new women to their list of vaginas that they don't have time to go within to find love for themselves.
But we got to we got to balance that. We got to balance that. It ain't just black men, it's black women too.
But wait a minute. We're not talking about black women. I understand that. We talk about black women every single night.
Yes, we do.
We are talking about black men and women. That's the topic tonight, Heka. Black men and women. How do we get on the same page? Me and you got to get on the same page. Shit. Heka, me and you, we got to get on the same page.
No. So instead of them looking for love for themselves, they don't do that. So they go around and they passing around all this, instead of them passing around love, they're passing around all this hate. And it's a vicious cycle of hate. And they're passing around like it's the first Sunday of communion.
Now, this is what I'm going to ask you, Heka.
Everybody gets dead of this hate.
Now, this is what I'm going to ask you, Heka, because we need solutions. We already know what's wrong. I need Heka to give us a solution that'll work.
Take that, washing that blood of Jesus. That's what the solution is.
Well, wait a minute. Give us more detail on that so people will understand what that means.
Right. See, this is what I'm saying. We cleanse ourselves on a daily basis. We go and take our showers and cleanse our bodies, but we're never ever cleansing our energy. So we're therefore sleeping around with people. We're coming into contact with all different types of people, and our energy is becoming toxic and filthy. Mm-hmm. So that filthy and toxic energy that we're picking up, we're passing it around to everybody that we come into contact with. We have to start cleansing ourselves spiritually. We have to start utilizing the herbal supplements and herbal remedies that our ancestors used and start cleansing our energy field so that we could be cleaner when we step out.
Okay, I could smoke a bag of that. I could do that.
Get that diatomaceous earth.
I'm just saying I could do that, and I'm gonna be real with it right here. Accountability is not gender specific, right? We all gotta be accountable to what's wrong with each other, to what's wrong with ourselves. At Ronan Martin, that's my guy. He just tweeted that, accountability, responsibility, personal responsibility is not gender specific. It's not, right? The white man isn't such a big problem when we're together, when we're organized, when we're respectful, when we are forgiveness based. I keep saying to error is human. To err is human, right? Black people are so traumatized and wounded that we don't have enough space with each other to be human. We can't even cross each other, or we cross each other off. Right? So we expect our love life to be great. But if I got secret resent for you because you're doing better than me, or if I feel like you trapped me, or do you understand what I'm saying? We all got all these little excuses to be at war with each other. I wish I could take the bath Heka is talking about and rinse all that bullshit out my soul, out my aura. So I'm always asking sisters, like, I keep telling y'all, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, sisters are the most powerful motherfuckers in the world. So guess what? That's why all this shit is focused on them, marketed to them. Because if I can keep you thinking bullshit, you'll continue to build bullshit in your community. Speak on that, Whitney.
It's just, it's hard for me to even like touch on it because it frustrates me because I don't have everybody sitting here saying their solutions. I personally don't really know. I think, well, honestly, nope. I do have a kind of a solution for the self-hate Black love. You know, from the wise words of J. Cole, my boy, he described love in one bar and it says, but love is wanting more for someone than they want for themselves.
Can you imagine what would the Black community look like if that was our religion instead of Christianity, Islam, and all of these others? What if that was our religion?
And that's my thing too, is like, I know we're speaking directly to Black people, but I don't really like I said, I'm a biracial little butterfly. So I look at everybody like J. Cole just described that. Like, that's how I look at everybody. So honestly, Black people, we just need to step the fuck up and honestly love each other. Like, really, like, think about what love means to you and apply it.
And I'm gonna say this.
Everything you do.
I'm gonna say this. This is what I want to do. I want to play that third verse from that record. I want to play that third verse from the record I told y'all about earlier.
Oh, snap.
Because niggas need to get addressed. I want to play that third verse. Just the third verse so y'all can understand what this is.
Look at Chris, so excited, boy.
I just want to hear the third verse.
Chris is excited right now.
So you guys can understand what I mean. We got to talk to dudes.
But then my thing is too, is like, I just don't understand why are you so worried about what I'm doing?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if people would just focus more on and who cares about their religion or this and the other, the color of their skin? Like, if people would literally just do what needs to be done for yourself, then listen, we're all good.
The DJ got this. I want this to bang. I want that third verse. Give me that third verse.
There's two
Give it to us.
songs playing right now.
You gotta stick to the mission. Leave these bitch niggas fishing. The psychology of a coon is predicated upon self-hatred. The coon is dedicated to proving himself. He's very persistent. He will not quit trying to polish the white man's dick. But niggas like Tommy are extreme cases, cause they permeate hatred. Black on black races.
Yo, bring me back, goddammit. Telling you, we gotta get rid of the bitch ass niggas in our community. We gotta get rid of them. They're the ones that are more dangerous to us. The ones that profit off of our confusion, that profit off of our disaggregation, right? That profit off of the disrespect. You'll never, I don't give a fuck how bad it gets. You'll never see me or hear me say, fuck the Black community. You'll never hear me say that.
That's crazy.
That's what he said?
I'm just saying. You'll never hear me say that.
Who?
So hey, let me tell you something right now. One of my mentors said, yo, the Black community always will have hope as long as black children are being born. As long as new children come in. That's why I say I don't like talking to adults. I want to holler at the kids. Because the kids can be molded. It's the adults that are intransigent, intractable, right? That are concretized in their know-it-allism. I don't know shit. I'm not the smartest motherfucker in the world, not even close. but I ain't gonna stop trying to learn. Fuck. Y'all know I'm turned up right now. Y'all already know, right? I'm turned up. Heka, I need a healing. I need some herb so I can bathe in the blood of Christ.
I have some herb.
I lost my damn pen.
Yeah, I think we all have to do that, and not just one time, but we need to do it consistently. Just like we bathe our bodies consistently, we need to bathe our energy, our auras consistently. We need to cleanse. It's serious.
Fucking.
Hey, and if you want a recipe for a good bath, contact me by visiting my website.
No, Heka got that shit now.
Slippery.
HekaActivated.com. Heka spelled Heka activated.
Heka activated. Heka activated.
Yo, they love you, man. They love you, Heka. Heka, I need one of those. Veronica had to go.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
In the second hour, she had to go. You know?
Black love, man. Black love.
Is it a reality?
There's room for all of us. That's the thing. Like, white people make us feel like there's not room for all of us. It's like the one nigga drop rule. So we're out here fighting over scraps. You know, there's room for all of us. We need to break away from that slave mentality and just free ourselves. Because like somebody said earlier, if we weren't the best at what we do, there wouldn't be so many people trying to jock our style.
On every level.
For real.
Every level.
There's room for all of us.
Listen, we got a caller.
I was going to say.
Ike Turner, Washington, D.C. Line 2. Holla, Ike.
Ike?
Ike.
He's still in the limo. He's still in the limo. You know, Tina don't fucking play.
No, it's all good.
Okay.
We can bounce.
No, can I even ask this question?
Yeah.
What if white people love black people as much as they loved our culture? Because they love our culture and our food and our music and our hair and our bodies.
Our lips.
And our lips.
booties.
Wow. They just don't love us.
That was powerful. That was heat.
What if we loved ourselves? Is that what you?
What if we loved ourselves?
What if we
as much
loved
as we loved our
ourselves
culture?
As much as we
white?
love white people, white people's success, white people dreams.
And that's my thing is like success is like so broad. Like you can't really define somebody else's success and be like, yo, that's winning. Like fuck you.
All right, so listen, we got to do this right now. We got to do this right now.
What are we doing?
Whitney, where can they find you?
Yo, guys, my website, I got some new stuff on there. I got some apparel coming. I got some calendars coming. I got some hot shit coming. So you got to check me out at misstaber.com. It's Miss MSTABER.com. Let me know what you guys think about it. Also, Instagram, Miss Taber, Twitter, Miss Taber. You know, same thing. But check out my website. I'm really proud of it. So check it out.
Red Panda.
I actually have a new website up and coming, being built by @CoolGuyYep, our engineer. But for now, keep hitting me up on YouTube, Girl on Fire Production. Oh, I'm sorry, Cool Guy P on Twitter.
So
my bad.
If you need some websites,
Right.
hit him up on Instagram, Cool Guy P.
Right. Hit me up on Instagram @Ashonti Ford Live and Twitter @Ashonti Ford Live.
And I'm sick of it. Just support what we do.
Everything.
I put myself in harm's way by talking about shit the rest of these niggas is scared to. You know, they scared to speak on a lot of what we do. I put myself in harm's way. I'm candid. I'm open. I'm asking y'all to support my movement because it's a genuine one. You ain't gonna never see me blow up and look back and say, fuck niggas. The place I came from. You ain't gonna never see that. Go to my website, IamZoeWilliams.com, and support by ordering your pre-order copy of The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Leaving Toxic Relationships. It is a breakup and makeup book all at the same time. Exercises, 12 chapters, 175 pages. It's a real read. You understand? I wrote it with my own hand. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to be challenged. It ain't no walk in the fucking park. Come support that movement. IamZoeWilliams.com. Pre-order your copy right now. With that said, the Voice of Reason is out until Wednesday. Deuces.